Hello, dear students. We come back. So today's lesson is about expressing opinions, agreeing and disagreeing from Unit 1 Education. So let's start our lesson. So before starting, the objective of this lesson is at the end of this session, you are going or you will be able to express your opinions and agree or disagree. So let's start. So let's look at, or let's have a look at the first picture. So the first picture, as you see, we have a child who seems like he is playing video games, and we have a question. Do you know that children spend more than 30 hours a week online? So this situation needs to be, okay, we need to think about this situation. And what do you think about this? So it's a question for you. So what do you think about this situation? Is it good to spend 30 hours a week online for children? It's good or bad? Do you agree or not? So we have here people, they are going to express their opinion about the previous situation or the previous picture. So let's see their opinions. So the woman says, I think it may affect negatively on their health. So this is her opinion. Let's see the second opinion. To my mind, parents must control their kids, especially in using internet. And for the last man, he says, for me, the best way is to teach kids how to use the internet rationally. So these present their own or personal opinions. Okay? So let's move to the second. So we have here a question. So this question, in your opinion, what is the safest country in the world? So I'm asking you. So let's think about this. What is the safest country in the world? So we have three pictures, as you see, and every person is going to express his opinion about the safest country in the world. So let's see. So it's a question. So before moving to these people, let's have your question. So what do you think about this? Yes? So let's move to their answers. So the first one, we have a woman or French woman. She says, I believe that France is the safest country in the world. So this is her opinion. Okay? Let's move to the Moroccan ones. He says, or he thinks, personally, I think Morocco is the safest country in the world. So this is his opinion. And let's say to a child from England, he says, in my experience, England is the safest country. So as you see here, we have different opinions, okay? So let's move. We have here a dialogue, okay? We are going to read this dialogue, and after we are going to see the expressions that are used here. So let's start. We have three people. We have Hannah, Amy, and Paul. So let's start by Hannah. Hannah says, in my opinion, the good school is the one that makes a balance between discipline and fun. So this is Hannah. For Amy, I completely agree with that. Hannah, balance is better. For Paul, I'm sorry to say this, but I totally disagree with you. To my mind, the good school is the one where you don't have such subjects as foreign languages. Amy, I don't agree with you, Paul. I think foreign languages are very important nowadays. You are right, Amy. There is no good school that doesn't teach foreign languages today. So we have here an exchanges between Hannah, Amy, and Paul. So let's move to the questions. I'll try to answer these questions from the above exchanges. Okay? So let's move to the answers. So here we have the answers. So what does Hannah think about the good school? She thinks that the good school is the one that makes a balance between discipline and fun. And number 2, how does Paul respond? He disagrees with Hannah. And question number 3, what is his idea about the good school? To his mind, the good school is the one where you don't have such subjects as foreign languages. So these are answers, okay, of the previous questions. So let's move. We have here another task. So you have to read the dialogue and underline the expressions that are used to give opinion, agree, and disagree. Okay? So let's reread again the dialogue. In my opinion, the good school is the one that makes a balance between discipline and fun. I completely agree with Hannah. Balance is better. I'm sorry to say this, but I totally disagree with you. To my mind, the good school is the one where you don't have such subjects as foreign languages. I don't agree with you, Paul. I think foreign languages are very important nowadays. You are right, Ami. There is no good school that doesn't teach foreign languages today. So we have to underline the expressions that are used to give opinion, agree, and disagree. Okay? So think about it. So let's move to the answers. So the first expression is in my opinion. So for the second, Ami, I completely agree with Hannah. Balance is better. So the expression of expressing, agreeing is I completely agree. And for Paul is I totally disagree with you. To my mind, we have here 2 expressions. The first represents agreement, and the second, okay, represents expressing opinion. And we have I don't agree with you, and I think. We have here also 2 expressions. The first one expresses or shows the disagreement, and the second is expressing opinion. And we have the last one for Hannah. You are right, this shows us agreement. So let's move. Now we have here another task, okay? So you have to fill in the chart with expressions you found in the above conversation. So you are going to classify them, okay? So expressing opinion, agreeing, and disagreeing. So here are the expressions. I have already told you the answer. So we have in my opinion. Where can we put in my opinion? Is it expressing opinion? Is it agreeing or disagreeing? So take a time and do this task. So let's move to the answers. So here are the answers. So we have expressing opinion, we have 3 expressions. In my opinion, to my mind, and I think. And for agreeing, I completely agree. You are right. For disagreeing, I totally disagree with you. I don't agree with you. Okay? So let's move to the next task. Task number 4, you have here to classify the following expressions into the following chart. So you have here different or scrambled expressions. Some expressions, okay, define opinion. Some of them are disagreement, and the other are agreement. And you are going to classify them into a chart. Okay? So read these expressions and try to classify them in a chart, okay? So I disagree with you. I disagree with you, where can we put this expression? Is it expressing opinion? Is it expressing agreement? Or it express agreement? Okay? So I disagree with you. I share the same point, or I share the same view. I don't agree with you. To my mind, that's not always true. You could be right, but as far as I'm concerned, it seems to me that in my point of view, in my opinion, I agree with you. I do agree. You are definitely right from my point of view. And the last one is according to me. So you are going to classify these expressions into expressing opinion, agreeing, or disagreeing. Okay? So let's move to the answer. Here is the answer. Okay? Here are the expressions that you can use when you want to express your opinion about something. And of course, when we express our opinion, sometimes we can agree with that person or with that situation, and sometimes we disagree. Okay, so here you have the expressions that you may use or you use when you express your opinion, the expressions that you use when you agree with something, and the expressions that you use when you disagree with something. Okay? I think it's clear now. So let's move. So for task number 5, you have to match each expression with its function. So we have here different expressions. Here you find some expressions that are taught last year, okay? And you have also to do it, and it is mixed with this lesson. So you study it in the Common Core. So the first one, as far as I'm concerned, the exam was easy. So this expression show us what? Expressing dislikes, asking for permission, expressing likes, expressing disagreement, offering help, or expressing agreement. And the second we have, can I help you, sir? And I totally agree. I hate horror movies. I like listening to music. May I travel with my friend? So you are going to match the expressions with their functions. Okay? So let's move to answers. Answers. As far as I'm concerned, the exam was easy. These show us what? These show us expressing opinion. Can I help you, sir? So it is what? It is expressing dislikes, asking for permission, no. Expressing likes, no. Expressing opinion, no. Offering help, yes. So number 2 is E. And number 3, I hate horror movies. So it expresses what? It shows us what? It shows us dislikes. And I totally agree. It's agreement. I like listening to music, expressing likes. May I travel with my friends? This expression shows us expressing or asking for permission. Okay? So let's move. We have here another task. You have to choose the correct answer from the options given. So for me, introducing England in primary school is a good idea. So this situation, is it asking for opinion? Is it expressing opinion? Is it asking for advice? And the second one, can I go on an excursion with my friend, Dad? So it shows us what? Asking for opinion, asking for permission, asking for advice. Number 3, I don't share the same opinion about the causes of global warming. The same thing for this. I share the same point of view on this topic. As far as I'm concerned, distance learning is very effective. I don't think so. So you have to choose the correct answer. Okay, so each situation or each expression, you have to choose the correct answer. Is it asking for opinion? Is it expressing opinion? Or is it asking for advice? So let's move to answers. So here, the answers. So number 1, for me, introducing English in primary school is a good idea. So this expression shows us expressing opinion. Number 2, we have, can I go on an excursion with my friend Dad? Here we have asking for permission. Number 3, I don't share the same opinion about the causes of global warming. So we have expressing disagreement. And I share the same point of view on this topic. This is, of course, agreeing. As far as I'm concerned, distance learning is very effective. We have here, we give our opinion. And I don't think so is disagreeing. Okay? So let's move to the second. Task number 7. we have respond to the following situations. So you have situation or different situations, and you are going to respond to these situations. You may agree, you may disagree, you may express your own or your personal opinion. Okay? So number 1, we have online education is good. So do you agree? Spending too much time in the internet is bad. So here, agree or disagree or what? I think sports is healthy. So do you agree or disagree? So you have to respond to these situations. So think about it before moving to the answers. So I think we have another situation. Here, yes. Government has the full responsibility to protect people from corona pandemic. So you express your disagreement. Okay? So think about these situations and try to use expressions that you know before and respond to these situations. Okay? Let's move to answers. So here are the answers. We have online education is good. I agree, because for me, students will reinforce their learning and gain some independence. And B, we have spending too much time in the internet is bad. I totally agree, because it may have negative effects like the pressure and sleeping disorders. And situation C, we have, I think practicing sport is healthy. And you are right on this, because exercise helps us to keep fit. And we have government has the full responsibility to protect people from corona pandemic. For me, putting masks on and hand washing can protect you from coronavirus. You are right, that can keep us safe. So here are the answers of the following task. Okay? So now let's move to another task. So here we have situations, okay? And you have exchanges, and you are going to complete these exchanges. So as you see, we have here 2 women, okay? And I guess from the picture they are talking about shopping. So let's see the first situation. She says, I feel that shopping in malls is expensive, isn't it? So she has to show us or express her opinion about this. And next situation, we have, I think watching films is more enjoyable than listening to music. Do you agree? So we have here 2 exchanges. And you have to express your agreement or disagreement or what, okay? Based, of course, on the expressions that you learned before. And here we have, to my mind, eating fast food is healthier than eating fruits and vegetables. Here also, you are going to show your opinion or agreement or disagreement. So think about it, and try to give your opinion or agreement or disagreement using the expressions before. And we have next slide. We have here 2 students, okay? It seems they are wearing school uniforms. And of course, from their appearances, for us, they may talk about uniforms. So let's see the girl. For me, she says, for me, school uniforms are good. Okay? So he has to respond to this situation. Does he agree with her? Does he disagree? Or he may give his opinion. So think about it in order to move to answers. Okay, so let's go back to the situation again. we have the first one, they are talking about shopping in malls. The second one, they are discussing, okay, or expressing their opinion about watching films and listening to music, which one is good. And the second one we have, they are talking about, or they are expressing their opinion about eating fast food. Is it healthier, or it's bad, or it's good? We don't know. You have to give us your opinion. And the second we have, they are talking from the picture, they are talking about school uniforms. So are you ready to go to answers? So let's move to answers. Here are the answers. So for the first situation, we have shopping in malls is expensive, isn't it? So she responds to her, she says, yes, you are completely right. So here, she shows what? She expresses her what? She agree or disagree? You are completely right means she agrees with her that shopping in malls is expensive. Okay? Let's move to the other. We have, for me, school uniforms are good. So, how he responds to her? He says, you are absolutely right. Here, he shows his agreement. Okay? By saying you are absolutely right, means he agrees with her. And we have next situation. As we said before, they are discussing like which one is better. Is it watching films or listening to music? So let's see. He says, I disagree because I personally like listening to music. So here he shows his disagreement. Okay? So for him, he prefers to listen to music than watching films. Okay? So for him, listening to music is more enjoyable than, for him, listening to music is more enjoyable than watching films. Okay? And for the next, we have, to my mind, eating fast food is healthy than eating fruits and vegetables. So try to think about it. For you, what is your opinion about it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Or what? So for him, he says, I don't share the same point of view with you because fruits and vegetables protect us from many diseases. Okay? So here we have what? He shows his disagreement about this situation. For him, okay, eating vegetables and fruits, okay, are positive or have positive effect on our health. Okay? I think so. That's are the situations. So we come to the end. So thank you, and I hope you understand the lesson.